I now call this meeting to order. We welcome you to the LPUA meeting. We, as your representatives in LPUA, welcome your involvement and encourage your participation. This meeting is a public hearing. If you wish to address LPUA on any items on this agenda, please fill out the request form in the foyer on the computer provided. The request to address LPUA form must be filled out and submitted prior to the call of the agenda item, or you will not be given the opportunity to speak. If assistance is needed with submitting the request, staff is available to help. If you have any materials you wish to submit to the LPUA, please give those to Council Clerk Veronica L. Williams, seated to my left in the middle. In an effort to allow everyone the opportunity to be heard, a 5-minute rule will be in effect. Speakers shall refrain from debating, personal attacks, and from making confrontational or derogatory comments. I'm requesting that the first row to my left be used for media only. Food and drinks are not allowed in the auditorium, and all phones and electronic devices shall be silenced from this point forward. I'm also requesting that anyone who approaches the LPUA state their name and title for the official record. Meeting procedures are by resolution and not by Robert's Rules of Order. Documents include agendas, ordinances, resolutions, and minutes related to this and other meetings are posted online at LafayetteLA.gov or refer to the web address at the top of the agenda. Moving on to election of interim chair. Cindy, will you please read? Oh, I'm sorry, Cindy. Hold on.
Election of interim chair in accordance with Section 4-07A of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government Home Rule Charter and Resolution 1-2012 LPUA.
I don't know. I'm just reading what... I'm just doing what I'm told.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Upon the review, it should say interim chair.
It should not. Scratch that from
Scratch
the
that
record.
out. Right, it's just chair.
I'd also like to record it's not my fault for saying that. All right. Do we need to read it again without it, or is it fine as is?
Right, it's just an election of a chair.
Just an election of a LPUA chair. I'm going to ask for nominations for 2019 LPUA chair. Do you have any nominations? Ms. Cook?
I'd like to nominate Bruce Conk.
All right, Mr. Conk. Do you accept?
Yes, ma'am.
This rose? All right. Do I need to call for a vote if it's only one person? We just vote yes?
Call for a vote.
All right, we're going to call for the vote and just say yes or no.
District 3? District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
Conk is the LPA chair for 2019.
All right, congratulations, Mr. Conk. You are now taking over, and it says to allow the 2019 LPUA chair to take over the meeting. So thank you all. I'm going to take this with me. I got attached to that.
Okay, I guess I'm going to have to move.
Well, first of all, thank you for the privilege of serving the LPUA chair in the coming year. And Liz, on behalf of, I'm sure, of all the members of the LPUA, thank you for everything you did for the past year. We appreciate your efforts. And just for the record, this is an historic year for the LPUA. It's the last year that we will be in existence because with the installation of a new city council, that oversight of the utility system will be under the jurisdiction or the authority of the city council. So the LPUA as such will no longer exist. Okay, where'd you leave me, Liz? Let's see. Okay, it says new chair start here. All right, I'm here. I will now ask for nominations for 2019 LPUA vice chair.
I'll nominate Kenny Boudreau.
Mr. Boudreau is nominated. Any other names for nomination? Nominations are closed. Please indicate yes or no for Mr. Boudreau to be the vice chair of the LPUA.
District 4?
No.
District 6?
Yes.
7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
Boudreau is the 2019 LPA vice chair.
Everyone's eyes went.
Take that personally or not, Kenneth, that you don't want to serve as my cohort.
No, it's nothing to do with you.
I know. Let's please make it, but we're both being facetious in those comments, okay?
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Not now.
Packed up.
Good for the day.
I was thinking I had to move.
We're off to a glorious start.
Okay, I have an announcement.
Okay, I have, for chair announcements, I have none. For the LPUA, Ms. Cook?
Yes, I would like to make an announcement. I thought it was on, sorry. To the public that's packed in tonight, that I will be hosting a town hall meeting with LUS on Thursday, January 24th, 6 p.m. at Le Pavillon. And some of the topics that will be discussed will be LUS operations, future of the electric system, customer engagement opportunities, and future projects. And the public will have the opportunity to ask questions at this meeting, and I would actually encourage, if you have questions, to email me them before the meeting so we can, so if we have something that we need to do a little research on, we'll have the answers for it. But again, just to remind you, District 7 Town Hall meeting with LUS will be Thursday, December 24th, 6 p.m. at Le Pavillon. What did I say?
January, you said December.
Oh, okay, sorry, we're already in January. January 24th at 6 p.m. No, it's done. Anyway, January 24th. That's it, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Cook. No other comments from the LPUA. The Mayor President's report, Mr. Robideau.
Nothing, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ordinance for final adoption. Cindy, would you read item number 5?
Ordinance 26, 2018 LPUA, an ordinance of the Lafayette Public Utilities Authority authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell at an internet auction miscellaneous surplus LCG movable property which are no longer needed for public purposes as per the attached list auction.
Motion, please. Moved by Ms. Cook, seconded by Ms. Hebert. Any LPUA discussion? Seeing none, any public comment? Yes, sir. Call for the vote, please.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7, District 8,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
The motion is approved.
Next.
Ordinance 27, 2018 LPUA, an ordinance of the Lafayette Public Utilities Authority authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell at public auction surplus vehicles, equipment, and other miscellaneous movable property which are no longer needed for public purposes as per the attached list auction.
Motion, please. Moved by Ms. Cook, seconded by Mr. Lewis. Any LPUA discussion? Public comment? Yes, sir. Call for the vote, please.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
The motion is approved.
Item 7.
Ordinance 28, 2018 LPUA, an ordinance of the Lafayette Public Utilities Authority amending certain provisions of Chapter 94 of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government Code of Ordinances to accommodate the establishment of the former Communications Division of the Utilities Department as a Communications System Department.
Motion, please. Motion by Ms. Hebert, second by Ms. Cook. LPUA discussion? I have a question which I've already posed to Mr. Hebert, but I'd like to make the response public. When it comes to the government oversight of the LUS, of the new Communications Department, nothing changes from the prior PSC oversight. Am I correct in that? I'm sorry, just a second, please. Okay, sir.
The PSC oversight of the Communications System Department, formerly the Communications Division of the Utilities Department, is established by state law, and that law still remains, and the same supervision, to the extent that there is supervision, would also remain.
And to be clear, the LUS, the utility system, remains under the authority of the LPUA, but the Communications Department remains under the PSC. That's always been the situation, correct?
Well, the PSC is an additional layer of authority under for certain things with regard to the communications system. It has also previously been under the authority of LPUA. Currently, it's not, since the separation at the time that the budget was adopted. I guess while I'm up here, I should probably clarify. I didn't realize that this was an issue. Apparently, there's a potential misunderstanding that your vote tonight is to separate the communication system from the utility system. That has already been done.
And that was back in September when we
Yes.
approved the budget.
When you approve the budget, that is when that's done. The purpose of this is to clean up Chapter 94, which previously treated the communications division of the utilities department the same as any other division of the Utilities Department. Now it's its own department, so that required some cleanup of Chapter 94 to make that clear that there's a different director, it's a different department, and so there's a couple of things that are relatively minor but needed to be fixed to clarify that where formerly the Director of Utilities had authority over the communications system, now it's the new Director of the Communications System Department.
Regarding the appointment of directors, we have pending LUS Utilities Director and now the Communications Department Director. The LUS Utilities Director is subject to approval by LPUA, correct?
Yes.
What about, under the new arrangement, what about the department head for communications?
That requirement does not apply to the head of the new Communications System Department.
That was another question that I had been requested to provide an answer, so thank you.
Certainly.
Any other questions from the LPUA? Thank you, Mike. Any public comments? Call for the vote, please.
District 8,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7. The motion is approved.
Next up is the director's update. Mr. Stewart, do you have anything to report? Thank you, sir. And with that said, we are adjourned.